In the long history of war, heroes rise and heroes fall. But very few become legends while they are still alive. This is the story of a quiet boy from Texas, a child who had almost nothing, yet became the most decorated American soldier of World War II. His name was Audie Murphy, and his courage changed history. Audie Murphy was born in 1925 in a poor farming family in Kingston, Texas. He wasn't strong. He wasn't tall. He wasn't even old enough to understand the world around him. His father left. His mother struggled. And Audie dropped out of school in the 5th grade to earn pennies for food. He hunted rabbits to feed his family. He picked cotton under the burning sun. He carried wounds of poverty long before he entered any battlefield. When his mother died, Audie was only 16. A childhood ended. A survivor was born.
When World War II began, Audie Murphy ran to join the U.S. Army. He was tiny, 5'5", barely 110 pounds. One branch after another rejected him. Too small, too young, too weak. But Audie did not give up, and finally the U.S. Army accepted him. Nobody expected much from him. They were wrong.
In training, he shocked everyone. He could march longer, shoot straighter, and endure more hardship than men twice his size. Officers described him as quiet but deadly serious. Before long, this small, soft-spoken boy from Texas was shipped into the heart of war. North Africa, Sicily, Italy, France, and in every battle, his courage grew sharper.
Audie Murphy didn't fight for glory. He fought to protect the men beside him. He charged enemy positions alone. He pulled wounded soldiers out of burning vehicles. He stood his ground when others would have run. His bravery became impossible to ignore. Medals began to follow. But the greatest moment was still ahead.
January 26, 1945. The forest near Holtzweiler, France. Audie and his men were suddenly overwhelmed by German forces. Tanks, artillery, machine guns, all closing in. Audie ordered his men to fall back. But he stayed, alone. In front of him burned a destroyed American tank destroyer. Its machine gun was still working. Audie climbed onto the burning wreck and fired. For nearly an hour he held off an entire German attack by himself. Bullets tore through his clothing. Smoke burned his eyes. The ground shook beneath him. But he refused, absolutely refused to retreat. When the shooting finally stopped, Audie Murphy had saved his entire unit. And for this, he received America's highest honor, the Medal of Honor.
He came home a hero, perhaps the greatest of his generation. But the war had left scars no medal could heal. Nightmares, flashbacks, silence. Today, we call it PTSD. Back then, he fought it alone. Hollywood noticed his story. He became an actor, played himself in a film about his life. But the quiet boy from Texas never enjoyed fame as much as peace.
Audie Murphy spent his final years helping soldiers returning from war. He spoke about trauma, pain, and survival at a time when nobody else would. On May 28, 1971, Audie Murphy died in a plane crash at the age of 45. His grave today is the second most visited site in Arlington National Cemetery, after President John F. Kennedy. Audie Murphy did not become a hero because he wanted to. He became a hero because he refused to abandon those he loved. He showed the world that courage does not come from strength, but from the heart. Audie Murphy, the boy who became a legend.